I was at Muchachos, dropped something like, what's this paper, like a tissue paper. My laptop's in my bag, so I reached down to grab it, but then it's so light that like it hits the corner of it. Yeah, but it didn't anything bad happen. It's still good. It's just that's the first time I was actually upset of being a good person, bro. I just wish I left the tissue paper on the ground.
You're picking up the tissue.
Yeah.
You in Muchachos?
I was outside of Muchachos. I don't litter, boy. So that's the first time I'm like, hey, I wish I littered, bro. Like, genuinely speaking, like this is the one time I wish I lost.
If I see it's going with the wind.
It pisses me off how niggas like leave KFC wrappings on the ground. Like,
you see, those are the people that
I'm saying, have you ever been on a drive with your mother? She's driving, busy drinking there, driving.
And then eats it out.
No.
Where are you gonna peel it?
In your way.
Wait.
In your car?
Yeah.
Wait.
Like a banana peel. After you eat a banana, what are you gonna do?
Put it in the whip. Yeah.
Nah, guys, keep everything in the car.
Doesn't even help the environment.
Nah, the thing is when you're kids, they used to lie. They used to say if you eat a banana and you throw it, it's just gonna grow there where you threw it.
It's a lie, bro.
Exactly.
Just, bro.
It's just biodegradable.
But it's still litter. Yeah, 43 when you stop. Oh yeah, and it's 43.
Okay,
so,
yeah, this time.
And on that note, we hope you guys don't litter.
Yeah,
But on the most serious note, we want to talk about bullying today.
Facts.
So, have you guys ever been bullied, first of all? Oh, and first of all, okay, wait, no. Hey, whoa.
Behave,
This guy's happy to talk about bullying.
I'm very happy
Yeah,
to talk about serious things. Things that are, yes, you know what I'm saying? But on that note, first, can you guys please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
And send this video to
your
anyone.
bully. Send this video to your bully.
Yeah, send this video to someone who's bullied you before.
You won't have a bully after that.
Yeah.
Facts.
Okay. And if you've ever been bullied, you should watch this. And if you've ever been a bystander of bullying, you should watch this as well. And if you are a bully,
if you are a bully, we're not attacking you, we're helping you. You'll never know until someone explains it to you. So take it with a grain of salt. Simple.
I mean, I feel like if you're a bully, you know you're a bully.
Yeah.
But I'll explain further.
Oh yeah, I got you.
But we also just want to speak about this, just sliding off the recent news that have happened a couple of weeks ago of the guy in Milnerton High School in Cape Town. I'm sure everyone is aware of it. The unfortunate situation of him getting bullied by his peers, or who are slightly older, but his peers at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things wrong about the situation, about the video, and about the whole thing, because it happens globally to other kids, and it's not even documented like it was documented in this recent situation. So we have a lot to say, but not just about the situation, about everything that consists of that whole thing under the umbrella of bullying and essentially abuse in some way. So
earlier you asked, have you been bullied? I feel like everyone has in that sense, but for me, fortunately, it was just for a year in grade 4, and then after that it kind of slowed down, if that makes sense, because I wasn't in the same friend group as this individual anymore. I think all three of us were in the same friend group.
Nah, that's right. Let's give them context.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say the school, but in primary school, all of us, in a sense, like I wouldn't say all of us, this is a particular group of gents. These gents happen to like gaming, basketball, and that's what tied all of us together in that sense.
Yeah.
Other things as well, but then we always used to chill with each other at break, and it was huge. It was a lot of guys, and it's funny because I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, yo, I low-key missed this friend group because it was a lot of brews. And it was genuinely a good time. However, good times don't last forever. So it's the thing of bullying occurred, and the thing is, Willie and I had a conversation recently, and we looked back at that moment and realized that, yo, we were actually bullied, you know?
Yeah, facts.
So
yeah,
as I was saying, it was only for
because the funny thing, guys, me, Kemuteo, and Omu, all went to the same primary school.
Yeah, man.
We've been
Went
friends.
to the primary school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
Like,
that's crazy. Oh,
yeah, so we're like literally been known each other for more than 10 years now.
Yeah.
Or like maybe just 10 years or something, you know?
Yeah.
So about that long. And we're actually all bullied by the same person.
Yeah. Which is funny.
Isn't that weird?
Now,
Yes,
Like, bro, like, that's actually weird though.
just
But-
for some
yeah.
people to understand, like, this is not some, this guy was bad mouthing us, we were being sensitive. This was serious. It was very serious to the point where some of us decided to leave the group. As Omalemo said,
facts.
it was a huge group.
Yeah.
And one rotten banana decided,
Yeah.
I'm going to be in power within the situation. And after that, everything just faltered. I mean, it lost contact with some people. Hope we can see them again, but it was really bad time.
Yeah.
But then that also begs the question: was that bullying, or is bullying in general assault?
What we experienced was not a physical bullying. It was verbal bullying. Because, of course, there were times where we got threats and what's it called? Vase. Like when someone like does that mimic and then you like move back so you don't get
Did
hit.
they do that to you?
No, like in general.
Okay.
He
Like, what
tried
would
it.
occur?
He tried. I was like, oh.
But I've never got vase.
Wait,
Have I?
actually, wait, can I ask? Have you just ever got like physically
Bullied? Nah.
Like,
Nah.
you never, ne?
Physically bullied,
No.
no.
Never. Also, you know.
If I was physically bullied, then I fought.
We
Yeah.
We know. We know.
I was physical, yeah.
Yeah. Now, because I've also never been physically.
So the one that I've experienced the most was verbal bullying or / emotional bullying.
Yeah, emotional. Like the type of bullying where people come and they attack your character, or they attack things that you can't control.
can't
about
change.
Yeah,
yourself. You
facts.
can't change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I think that's the most kind of that's the bullying I experienced the most. But there's also this weird form of bullying. I guess it's emotional, where like everyone looks up to like one gent.
Yeah.
This one, he's like the ringleader. So very weird. It's like, oh, we don't know who gave him that crown, but yeah, I mean, maybe he took it. Nah?
Yeah.
It's this guy, bro. Manje Kao, when you do something by mistake, chance, none of you guys must talk to him for the whole day.
Oh my gosh.
And everyone
Bro.
doesn't talk to me.
Yeah.
Sometimes he will say it for the whole week. Hi, bro.
What Willie?
And that time it could be because of something like this. Like something stupid like this. Like, boy, I use value with chance, né?
Yeah.
Maybe like, oh, I'm gonna play, you know how competitive sports is.
Yeah.
After that, it's different teams. They're back in primary school, we used to have this game called One Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or Spicy Spam, something like that.
Yeah.
Nah. So now, but like the primary school went to the sports to compete, so even being like the A team, B team was high.
Yeah.
You know?
Very high.
Hey boy, so now Valley me I was in the A team in grade. Like
Just have to make that known, you know.
yeah,
so.
no, I have to make that note. Nah. But like, bro, it would be a thing of like, it would usually stem from like those competitive things that would hold close to our hearts, and then like people make it personal.
Yeah.
Like it's a sports thing, maybe. Like for me, it was always off the basis of like, I'm doing something better than you. So like now you want everyone to hate me, and you wanna hate me as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember, bro, petty situation. Listen, this gent was number 4. A team in my primary school got jerseys with numbers. B team never got. B team would wear their PE,
we
wear
wore
their
the
PE
PE
clothes.
uniform.
So A team gets a number.
Yeah.
Very, are we training? It's nice. Hey, now they pick teams. Games are always on Thursdays. They pick teams. Lile, right back, number 4. This gent was a number 4. So obviously I took his place in the team.
Yeah.
You know, gents, don't act like, boy, it's next week I'm gonna get my spot back. It's competitive, bro. It's calm. You know what I'm saying? Hey, deep down, man, is actually chasing, boy.
Yeah.
Doesn't like it.
Yeah.
When he is 18, he took my number, he's wearing my number. He's like, whatever. Hey, bro, next day we get to school, I'm greeting all my other kids. Hey, all of them, they like,
Yeah.
And then only one of them, this other Jane, I remember I asked him, I'm like, what's going on? He's like, boy, that's not us to talk to you. It's like,
Dude.
I'm like,
And he's whispering
Like,
too.
I'm gonna be honest, because
I'm like, what?
I've experienced the same thing, because it's the same guy we're talking about.
Yeah.
And I want to apologize for doing that now, because my mindset back then as a kid is that now you guys did it to me, so when it happens to y'all, I'm not gonna speak to y'all. So there's my revenge of, okay, so when he told you guys not to speak to me,
You did.
yeah, I'm not gonna speak to y'all when it happens to y'all. It is my get back.
Yeah.
And looking back at it, I thought it was banter. And until you and I had the conversation were like, nah, like, bro, this was bullying, you know. And always kind of sugarcoated it as banter because I never really understood it. And I'm like, no, it's banter because there's character growth in that sense.
Yeah.
That looking at the person I am right now, I grew, I understand myself. I'm no longer insecure about the things I was insecure about previously. However, that's just the result of overcoming bullying. And I was fortunate to experience it or have that journey. But a lot of people, unfortunately, can't say the same because they haven't healed from their bullying. So hence it's a thing of they're unable to say, you know, I've experienced character growth because they're still experiencing hurts and trauma and insecurities from the period they were being bullied. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, especially at that young age.
But the thing is, it's again, you know, I will say physical bullying, like you know, when someone actually harms you, that, you know, scars heal, right? But when it comes to an emotional bullying, right? There's always that thing that lingers because as much as you might want to be strong, I'll even say personally, I'm not afraid to say that sometimes I'm my biggest bully because of, you know, whatever I heard before, I still believe today.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will be like, for example, we can use motivation. For example, a lot of us guys, our motivation is talking down on ourselves so that we can be better than that. Or, you know, maybe you'll say, no, I'm not smart enough. I'm not this. I need to get better. And first, you know, sometimes we use it as motivation, but a lot of people misunderstand that you're affecting yourself at the end of the day because you're triggered by that. It's not that it's better than you or anything. You're triggered by it. It's never left. It just lingered there. It allowed you to grow so that you can fall later on. One big experience I had was around primary. It wasn't even this. It was the same bully, right? But it was also how he got to me. Because I grew up in a family where banter, like it's a normal thing. We diss each other, we make fun of each other and stuff. And I only realized that it affected me when I'm now 19. Because there's certain things that I would say to people and I'm so used to it. I've normalized this as banter and not understood that there are people that feel differently about it, you know, and I was ignorant to that fact because not everyone is associated to you the same. For example, the bully that we all had, his idea was that because I'm within this group and I've placed myself in this position of power, you will all take my banter or you will take my abuse as the norm.
And
it's
and that's where the conversation starts, where it's a thing of like, when do we start making it our conversation that we are not gonna allow someone to walk in here and make themselves superior? Like, who are you, bro? When are we gonna start? When is it's called the turning point? What's the turning point of like, okay, cool, bro, yeah, it's cool to have confidence, it's cool ukusitshela ukuthi wena vele angeke umuntu ozongitshela hey sharp, everyone must be like that, okay, cool. But when is there gonna be a limit of that though? You know what I'm saying? Of the notion or the little ideas to I'm superior here. These gents are gonna listen to me, bow down, gents. Like is it the person's problem, or is it like, okay, cool, this is how he is, or this is how she is? So I'm gonna deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the?
I think it's everybody's problem, honestly speaking, because you know it's certain things that you just allow. And for him as a bully, he may not know whether it's right or wrong because it's working in his favor.
Exactly.
So he would carry on doing it, and because you guys are allowing it, nobody stood up and said, "Hey, dog, I'm not gonna."
You can't take it.
I like that you mentioned that because thinking about us as 10-year-old me, I know damn well I didn't have the confidence to do that. And the thing is, the remarks that he told me or whatever it was, those insecurities became my identity in the sense of after leaving primary school, this guy is no longer in my life. They're still ringing, as Kimetsu said, that boy, you look like this. This is why things are not succeeding in your life, or whatever he said. You know what I'm trying to say?
No,
like,
and I will say again, from what you were saying, where does the turning point occur? And I will honestly bring up, for me personally, it was, and I'm not trying to be tough or anything, but when I was bullied, I was taught that because of who I am as a person, the only way a bully gets satisfaction is when I respond to it, when I react to it.
And that's the thing we can argue.
See, because it's difficult for you, and I'm not saying don't get offended.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea that sensitive is associated with weak. Sensitive means I can feel, I am human. I am a man who's trying to understand my emotions and my character. Now, for you to manipulate me or gaslight me into thinking that me feeling upset about something is me being weak or soft, it's completely wrong. And that's where we need to shift. That's where we shift the bullying, especially, and it comes with women as well. Why is it that, obviously we allow ourselves to be brought down and taken away from our character just because of someone who's not happy with themselves? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the craziest thing is, right, as I said, sometimes I'm my biggest bully. I thought about it like this. If I were to hear someone say the things I say to myself, would I be mad
Would you be
or
okay
would I
with it?
accept
Yeah,
it?
you wouldn't. Because you don't talk to other people the way you talk to yourself.
Exactly.
You would never do
That's
that
so
to another
true,
human
actually.
being, but then you normalize doing that to yourself.
And that's the effect of bullying. The
Yeah.
physical is easier to get over, but the emotional is lingering.
But I also want to touch on the physical, because I think physical is the main thing to why bullying exists. From the fundamental point of view,
Yeah,
it's because you are scared of this guy.
true.
You understand? I think it's because you are scared of this guy. And
Yeah.
probably it's because of, you would be scared because you know, I can't beat him up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'll probably do what he says I should do. And, so I think physicality is still there.
It's-
The physical is
No,
still there.
it's
it
very
is a
dominant
big
because-
factor, yeah.
And I'll say this because even maybe in high school as well,
Yeah.
there's even a guy who's like maybe maybe smaller than you or whatever, but you scared because he has backup.
yeah. The number's not in your favor.
Yes, exactly. The
Yeah.
number's not in your favor. So then his point of protection is the bigger guys that he has.
Yeah.
That's gonna come and beat you up. If it's you and him, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
But now he will still bully you because the power of the guys that he has.
Yeah.
So physical is still an aspect because it's like, I'm scared of this guy because this guy can beat me up. When you are young, when you grow up, that's when the powers change. But as a young kid in primary and all of that, it just goes down to physical. You saw this guy beat up another kid and you're like,
And
"Oh."
now,
And it is a bigger issue where bullying is also almost it's not reduced as much at young ages, because majority of the time, and I will say this with full confidence, and you can argue with me in the comments if you want to, but majority of bullying, it is protected, it is secured just by the consequences are not heavy. There's no heavy for example, schools. You are going to allow a child who is emotionally and physically hindering another student who has the right to education, who has the right to feel safe, to continue to linger and harm these people, and all you do is demerit.
Yeah.
That's a piece of paper. And then you say, get a few days away from school. That's what they want.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm saying, I'm not saying like there needs to be really harsh, reality and stuff, but there needs to be an aspect where we need to look into this child. There has to be something that's getting into there. And I just want to ask you guys, like, do you think the household might be the problem?
Honestly speaking, like, yes, I get the household might be the problem, but like, it cannot be other people's problem too. That's the problem. Like, it starts at someone's household and it's like, it shouldn't affect other people. Dog, we don't care about your problems. Society in general. Like, whatever's going at home, we shouldn't care, honestly speaking. You understand? I know it's your situation, but like, bro, fix it. Don't affect us with it. You understand? And you cannot allow the fact that, no, it's because of where he comes from or whatever. Bro, if he's getting beat up at home or whatever the case is, the school should maybe be responsible to find out from the kid, hey, what's going on at home? Let's try to solve that thing. Because now he's affecting other kids here.
Because it's a cry for help.
Who are coming from good homes. There are kids out there who who don't want to go to school, who come from good homes, because there's a guy who doesn't come from a good home who's busy bullying this kid who's coming from good home. And now we don't want to have this thing of like, no, taking accountability because of the fact that he comes from a bad home. Nah, it doesn't. It can't be. It's unfair.
I think when it comes to why you're asking whether they're protected or why they still exist when they're forced to such a school and there's systems to protect learners and so on, I feel like it's because the bully understands that they have power or they come from a family and they're able to look from that perspective and realize that my family has something that other families don't have in a sense, and I can use it as a tool to my leverage in a sense of you understand that in the environment that you're in, you have something that other kids don't have and you're going to use that to your advantage. Or you have power in this friend group and you're going to use that to your advantage.
Exactly.
A bully is a regular person if they don't have power. Once they have power, that's what gives them the ability to become a bully because they can use it.
And I feel like, but I also think outside of the fact that being a bully could be like a personal thing or like we say background, whatever the case is, sometimes I feel like there's certain, like within the context of schools, sometimes workplaces, there's like these practices that promote somewhat a hierarchy of those at the top are just more able to do whatever. For example, I'll put it like as a matric thing. We've all been a matric. And we all know how it feels to be the oldest in the scale. And no one can tell you anything. I'm a matric. I'm wearing this matric jacket. You can see me. Move out the way from me. You know that type of thing. There's that type of thing in high schools also. It's like this unspoken thing, bro, but it exists. It's like, it exists. And it's not just gents, it's also girls. You know what I mean? We're like, just because I'm older, I'm in a bigger grade, I'm just more able to do more and get away with it because I'm here. You understand? And it's like, when are we going to eliminate that thinking? Because I feel like we're bullying people in schools where it's not even about size anymore. We don't care how tall you are, bro.
And
we don't care.
Coming from that hierarchy type of point, it never even stemmed from school. It stemmed at home. Because come on, we've all heard...
Right, respect your elders.
Respect your elders, but there's more that goes into that. By respect, they don't just mean, be good to them, understand them. No, they mean whatever they say goes, whatever they decide is true. They are basically correct in every sense.
Exactly.
Now, with you, mentally you'll be like, no, but that's just for my family. But you keep it as you go.
And then you abuse it.
They start to understand that, no, I'm older now. I want to demand your respect because that's what I was taught, that age is a man of respect. It's not meant to be earned.
So you're basically saying that cycle still continues.
It continues outside of the house.
You allowed that to happen from an elderly person because you know you're going to do the same thing.
Exactly.
That's what I
Because it's a pattern. It's not like you're going to change a system that's been implanted in you since. And I'm not saying that they are wrong to say that. They are correct that you should respect your elders, right? But it's also an understanding that we need to teach kids that respect is also earned. And respect should be reflected both ways.
And I mean, if we're speaking from guys usually want respect because they want to feel what?
Also, what's this?
You know what I mean? Like, you want respect because what do you want out of it? Like, what do you, I feel like for boys especially, whatever the bullying is, it's somewhat like an unhealthy way of practicing masculinity.
Exactly,
You know?
I was about to say.
It's like there's better ways to do it.
Even with
as a guy, it's kind of offensive if you know someone is not scared of you.
It's like, yes, you see that.
This guy's not scared of me.
It's like, why is this guy not scared of me?
Why should he be scared of me?
It also comes back to this. You remember Skuris?
That's true.
Remember
Skuris?
That term as well, right? That term is associated. Obviously, everyone's like, it's a fight. But it's more than that. It's not us. It's us encouraging, yes, let's make a power standard. Let's allow these guys to prove who should be respected more. And then, obviously now you'll be like, no, you're looking too deep into it. But at the end of the day, when we don't look into these small aspects of life, we allow things to slide. For example, you lose this guri, now you lose respect. Because you were not made to fight. You were not supposed to fight. But you went in there with the idea that if I do not fight, if I do not prove something, I'm less of a person.
Exactly.
Simple as that. And it's still a thing today. Maybe they might rename it because we know this generation now.
Yeah.
But they might rename it. They might change
None of
it.
these
It's
just
the
go
same
slap
thing.
box.
It's a power thing.
Yeah, you guys boxing gloves.
Just also to touch on that, because there's, like you said, it's so deep. Even the way you put it, it's like, okay, you know, let's let these people fight, and then, because I mean, obviously it also stems from other things, maybe as human nature also.
Yeah.
But now there's a certain way things can be done, because we are humans, we're not animals.
Yeah.
That's how animals do things. If a male lion loses to another male lion, the other one gets the respect. You understand? But we are not animals.
Yeah.
But now in that situation, I think it also teaches us that there's also a lesson behind those things. As much as they are not supposed to be done, there's something that you should learn as a victim about those things, on how to avoid it. Like you said that the reality is that if no one is scared of you, you feel like little, like no one's scared of you.
Yeah.
So to a certain extent, it's like, okay, I don't need to prove to myself that now let me fight someone just to show someone that, you know what, be scared of me.
Yeah.
But it's like, to a certain degree, you gotta learn how to build that power so that you can be respected. That power can be built in another way.
Yeah.
In different ways. So that's a lesson that we should all understand also as victims, is that if you are a victim to a bully, how do you also elevate your power? Because clearly it's a power thing. And unfortunately,
power clash,
unfortunately, if someone is power than you, you're going to lose. Regardless whether it's a bad situation or a good situation.
Yeah.
You need to find a way to get a power above that person. Probably that person may not be good in academics. So with that advantage, what would you do to leverage on that so that he can respect you, so that you can avoid the idea of him bullying you?
And you can even make it a personal thing, like, okay, cool, nah, this just belittle me in this way, so it's fine, I'll belittle him in this way. And you don't have to go now. Make it a personal thing.
Make it a personal thing. Make it a personal, because it's like a thing of like, okay, this guy may embarrass me when it comes to sports or whatever, but I know there's something that embarrasses this guy. His marks. That's something that embarrasses him.
Can I just say now, and I completely understand where you guys are coming from, but I want you guys to really ponder on what you just said. The idea of, and I like to think of this is a model I like to think about. Most bullies, right, multiply just by giving you a taste of what they went through. For example, as you said, if I went through something, you belittle me in one way. The first action I commit is I'm gonna find a way to belittle you.
Yeah.
I've just become the bully.
Yeah.
I've just switched sides. I obviously I understand that majority of us, it's either a pride issue, and as much as you might fight it, pride is everywhere. And I will never denounce that. Sometimes I am prideful and I must hold myself accountable when I am.
Yeah.
But I understand full-heartedly that my decision to become a different person because of the actions of another proves to me that I have switched sides. I did not stand by my word because you are affected by that person, right? He affected you and you have chosen now to do as he has. So where is the real change? And you asked today.
He won.
So basically
he won.
He won
regardless of you.
I feel like
I don't think so.
the thing is
I get what you're saying.
I agree. I just feel like you just can't. You have to find a way. There's better ways than becoming the bully, but you can't allow yourself to continue to be pushed over.
No, definitely. But I'm saying it's the way you address the situation, because
100%.
all of us, and you can go back to, we all just mentioned how we tried to find a way.
Yeah.
And the way was never peace. It was never avoidant. It was never address the situation. It was, let me get back at him.
Yeah.
That's our first instinct.
Yeah.
And I would say it's the same for women. Because I was lucky enough to be friends with a few women in my life that are very honest with me about how their relationships go.
Yeah.
And a lot of us already know with women, it's usually verbal, it's toxic, right? And it's not all relationships, but that's how their arguments go. And for them, the whole point of getting to someone, right, or bullying someone is to let them know that regardless of where I go in life, I will always linger in your mind. I will always let that thought that I gave you affect you, regardless of where I am.
Yeah.
You will never be free when you try to, fight back. And I get it, guys, as guys, we do. But at the end of the day, as much as you don't want to admit it, they won. Because they live rent-free in your mind.
I think I want to say something. There's this quote from this cartoon called The Incredibles, né?
Yeah.
And there's this villain, né? Who said to, it's just a small story. I just want to give you the context.
Yeah.
There was this small villain. I'm sure you guys watched the first one. The small villain liked this guy as the hero.
Yeah.
He didn't rate him for anything.
Yeah.
The hero that we all know didn't rate this guy for anything.
Yeah.
And this guy so much inspired to the Mr. Incredible. And then he got to a point where like, you know what? Nah, let me stop rating this guy. Not to say I'm going back at him, but he's like, let me stop rating him. And by doing so, he did his own thing.
Yeah.
But that thing that he did, not to say he was getting back at him, but it was so powerful to a point that it got this guy's attention.
Yeah.
For him to respect him. And he said that, you know, when I was nothing and when I wasn't anything, I asked for your respect. Yeah. Unfortunately, you only respected me when I was a threat. You understand? And now in that instance, it's not to say that you are getting back at somebody or getting back at, but there needs to be a correction that this bully needs to understand from you. That there's certain things you cannot tolerate. Not to say you're getting 100%. Back at him, but there's a certain way in which you can develop your power in a positive way, honestly. Not to say that you want to be doing bad things to him, but in a way that, okay, dog, honestly speaking, the power I have, you have no power to bully me.
Yeah. He's not saying I'm going to shoot out the school or become a menace to society, but I'm going to do whatever I attempt to liberate myself from your control over me so that I can finally be the person I want to be instead of being conformed to the person I am in your presence. So I think it's a thing of, it may not be the most ideal thing at first hand, but in the long run, bro, I'm advocating for do what you have to do as long as it's not negatively impacting other people. But if it's gonna liberate you and allow you to be the person you want to be, do it, bro. Because you're sacrificing yourself, you're allowing these thoughts to linger in your mind continuously. You know, when you look at yourself, you can't even see the person who you want to be. You see the person who's being bullied. That's not a life to live, bro. You get me?
And certain things have to stop. And we must stop giving this thing of giving a chocolate to someone who's a bully just so that he can be better. Because that's what we're doing, honestly. Honestly, that's what we're doing. In order to try and fix someone, we need to, you know, give them something good or something that they... Nah, bro, you corrected someone, bro. You correct them. In a way possible. Yes, I know we live in the world and it's hard to find a good thing. But some of them, I won't lie. Honestly, I'll say now that some of these guys do need trauma to learn. It may not come from you, but some of these guys, some of these bullies, there needs to be someone they size that shows them that, hey, bro.
Facts. Like just
what you are doing, this is how it feels to other people. That has to happen.
Those kids, what's the high school, the name? Middleton. I'm a butcher. I'm not saying those kids deserve to be bullied, no, but they can't get a get out of jail card. Because they're grown. They're not in primary school now where they can have time to grow. These kids are 18, 19, 17, whatever. Like they're close to the age where, not even close, they know what they're doing. Exactly. So think of, they can't have that sit down.
Guys, what we are saying, if you think you can live and hit someone, I can also hit you. Like, as a simple as that.
Because guys, it's
100%. It's as simple as that, honestly.
And that's the reality of things. We cannot find the beauty of trying to fix the bad.
Yeah.
We cannot try to find the beauty of trying to fix the ugly. How does that work?
Look, I don't agree with two wrongs make a right. Because I honestly and full-hearted and ultimately believe in like forgiving. Because I really do believe people can change, right? But to be honest, bro, if you hit someone, bro, you deserve to literally get hit.
As the victim,
there's no game.
As the victim, forgiving the bully does set you free. But as the bully, you don't have to live life knowing that, yes, I received this forgiveness, I'm free. You have to receive something, bro. You can't have that, as the city said, that finding beauty in darkness. Now, hey, I was forgiven. I can move with my life. No, bro, you ruined someone's life. That kid, that video's on the internet, bro. It's there forever. Now, when the person, for example, when he's set free and he becomes the person he wants to be, that video is gonna be a trigger. It could potentially remind him of that instance or that situation. So
but hopefully, but honestly,
of course, I don't want that. Like, I don't want that for that guy.
Hopefully, he finds power in those situations.
And he definitely can and will if he channels it right and he continues having the loving system that he does have. It's just that we have these ministers to society that we happen to share public institutions with and all of that. You can't run away from bullies.
We need to
and
correct that thing.
Do you guys think
because another thing, sorry, just to chip in, another thing is like, Fede, you may be the victim who escaped, but there's still another victim under this bully.
Facts.
There's too many things.
Yeah.
And last time, I just want to say that one thing, because this thing really annoys me, nah? You guys as people who go out there and start hitting other people for no reason, man is in the bathroom, you're busy shying him with hockey sticks and belts. Hey, Baba, if no one hits you like that, you have no reason to hit someone like that. And if you're withholding all this anger and all this masculinity that you're channeling in the wrong way, or most definitely practicing it in the most wrong way, then nigga, go punch the walls in your house, bruh. Or go to the gym and punch a punching bag. Go exert that somewhere else. Go to therapy. Like, we're sick and tired of you people who are frustrated with your life and you're upset and you're sad, you're miserable as hell, and then now you want to go and hit on someone else and make them feel like they're nothing and belittle them, and on top of that shame them and make them feel like they're nothing even emotionally and mentally. Like, bro, no, you don't get to live life and experience it and then live life and people must experience you in that light. No, you're not that person, bro. You're not. Respect. You want respect. You get it in the right way if you respect people in the right way. So if you're gonna walk around and think you're this guy and you must be held high, but you treat people wrong and then you beat on people, you deserve the exact same treatment unless you change.
Thank you.
It's as simple as that. And if you're frustrated, bro, I'm sure there's a bed that you sleep on. Punch that bed, punch that pillow, punch the walls in your room. But don't go around and punching other people. If you want to use a hockey stick on someone, break that hockey stick against the wall in your room. If you're so frustrated, then.
Exactly.
And I mean, you can just see
like I was sick and tired of people who are just gonna physically abuse other people because you feel like you can.
Exactly.
You can't.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can just see the frustration, because as much as a lot of people might say we're overreacting or anything, a lot of the times with, especially now, the male suicide rates, even for females, we will never be able to apologize nor rectify the mistakes or even not being able to see it because you decided that it would be better to ruin another person's life than to fix whatever's happening in yours. And a lot of the times I will say, like, a lot of people would say, is it okay to name and shame your bullies, right?
Yeah.
And I honestly, I beg this question. How would I feel if I was to expose this person and they got the same treatment as I? A lot of the time I would say, I would feel good. The old me would say, I'm happy. They deserve it, right? And then another part of me is like, if this person was crying out for help, and I'm not justifying their actions, I'm not saying they were correct, but if this person was truly crying out for help,
it's kind of like nothing changed.
And nothing changed, because at the same time, it's me saying, I don't care what you went through. You put me through this. I hope you suffer. And that pain, it just resonates with everyone. It continues on.
This thing boils down to there's just one pill that's very hard to swallow. Yeah, it's like, I actually suffered and you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a hard pill, bro. That's the only
that was, for me,
you know what I mean. And it's like, because even when you look at the situation with those kids, boy, right? It's a thing of like, there was a side conversation, a little thing that was going on. Like, one of the guys has this big rugby opportunity. I'm not gonna really go into much detail into it because I don't really know the specifics. But he had this like rugby thing going on.
Yeah.
And several rugby things going on. Yes, of them, right? Several of those guys had good rugby opportunities or whatever, because they good at rugby or whatever. But like, now they are bullies and look what they did. And then some of their parents are trying to protect and shield their kids. Now, props to you parents. Okay, cool. Yeah, like, that's your child. Okay, protect them as far as you can, right? But when something is wrong, and you must call a spade, right? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's still that hard pill to swallow.
Exactly.
So you like we are building the nerve to somewhat accept their behavior and just say, okay, but please, they don't deserve that.
Yeah.
But that child didn't get the leverage to say what he deserves.
Exactly.
At least You know, and he deserves the same amount of respect, the same amount of grace, and the same amount of understanding and peace. But he doesn't have that today. Instead, he has embarrassment and shame and all these things. And it's like those gents still have somewhat a chance to just walk free and be okay.
All I'm saying is within that situation.
That's the hard truth.
That's my thing. That's why I would say that even if, like, me honestly, sure, we can try find the beauty or whatever, but dog, if you are that guy who's gonna bully, dog, like, that thing should be happening to you, because at the end of the day, we are in this world. Whether you'll survive it or not, that's up to you. We are all in this world to survive. And there are people out there who's gonna stand up for their bullies and do what they need to be. That's done, dog. If I try my best to get that, make sure that you're good, make sure that you know, I gave you so many chances, bro. What more do you want from me, dog? Honestly speaking, what do you expect?
Exactly.
What do you expect? And that's what I'm saying is that this is the world that we live in, bro. If this is how you treat people, if you get that bag, hopefully you survive that. Because honestly speaking, there are people out there who want you to suffer the way you make them suffer.
You will.
And they are human as well, because dog, the amount of pain, it's not that easy for them to say, no, I hope this guy gets well. Prosperity. I hope this guy gets better. Imagine if this guy is successful. You are human. The anger you're going to get from a guy who's successful, who bullied you and who made your life a misery. And you tell him you're just gonna sit back and say, yeah, you know, I'm happy, at least he's successful. What about you? What happened to your life all along? So me, I'm tired. I'm even tired of talking about these bullies, bro. These bullies, get out of the way. The people that I'm talking to is the victims. Victims don't tolerate nonsense. Do not do that, because another thing I'm gonna tell you, you're also doing it to yourself. To a certain extent, we can only help you to a certain point. Honestly speaking,
but you must listen.
Honestly speaking, we can only help you to a certain point, but you cannot tolerate these things at all. We live in a world there are some people who need to be treated this way and this way. It's up to you. It's up to you. But victims, stand firm, be strong. This thing of trying to make our words beautiful and be a beautiful person or whatever. Bro, be beautiful to those who are beautiful. To you. That's what they deserve. Don't be giving beauty to the people who are not giving you beauty.
I agree with that. I would just say what has worked for me and helped for me in a sense of, because after I transitioned to high school, I still found myself being upset and angry whenever this guy's name was mentioned and all of that. And I thought to myself, bro, I can't live like that. This guy is not even in the same country, but I'm still thinking about this guy. I'm still frustrated and all of that. Hence, I say, bro, have peace in the sense of allow this guy to detach yourself from this guy, if that makes sense. What I did was internally forgive him, but I'm not trying to say I'm buddies with this guy. I don't mess with this guy. So I'm not going to see this guy and dap him up on all of that. I'm not angry at him anymore. He can do his thing and all of that. We're both living in the same planet, but we're not living in our same environments and systems. We're living two separate lives. So what I'm trying to say to you in response to you is that I don't think you should respond with anger, because I don't think you should, with all the things he's done to you, he or her, sorry, anger or living in frustration shouldn't be another thing you add on to that. At least be in peace and all of that. However, speaking about AIDS, your experience and all of that also helps in the sense of relieving that pain, and also whoever you happen to assist in that same circle. So definitely don't remain silent about what you went through, because you don't know who you're assisting.
Speak out.
But I definitely feel like we shouldn't have that thing as Lesedi said, where people who are bullied now have this, I'm sorry that happened to you, or I'm sorry that you went through all of that space. Like, I don't understand why. I don't understand why we as a society do that. For me, it makes no sense.
And it's okay to feel resentment sometimes. Because as much as we'd like to fight, and and I'm like an advocate for, we must, we should forgive. That way we can heal. But at the end of the day, I understand we're all human. I still feel upset when I think about the things that were said to me and the things that still affect me today. But I will say this truly to victims. You can speak out. It's okay to feel resentment. That is who you are. You are human. You're allowed to. But now it's also the action. Where are you going to go from here? Where do you decide this person has no effect on me? Then to the bullies, and I always emphasize this, let's speak to the victims and the problem, because the minute we speak to the problem, they can come in and change.
Yeah.
A problem can always be changed. The problem is supposed to be solved. So I say this to bullies. Look into yourselves. What are you doing? What specifically is the narrative you're trying to portray? Who are you trying to portray as a person?
Yeah.
And I would say, if you need help, therapy, it's not weak, it's not soft. You are a human, you need it. If you need someone to talk to, go to a parent. If that is your bully, anyone can be a bully. I want to emphasize that. You can be a bully to yourself as well. Talk to someone. Do something differently. Let's adjust. There are millions of resources, but you choose the easiest outcome is to just bully someone. Make a difference. There's so many hotlines. You can change your life today and you can change other people's lives.
Yeah, and we'll definitely include those in the description.
And I wanna wanna say something, me personally, because I don't like speaking to like victims and like honestly, it's a personal thing, bro. I wanna say to bullies now, because like no one actually speaks to you to bullies, bro. Like no one speaks to bullies, and to be honest, you're actually the problem. And the problem is like we might have even bullies watching this video, and the thing is like. Sometimes as a person, you might not know exactly what you are, but when when you are a bad person, you know, Kyle. When you make other people feel bad, I'm making this person feel bad. Like, when you're doing something bad to someone else, and when you're a bully. So if you're watching this and that's what you are, listen. Hey boy, if you're mad and woman, if you're mad and frustrated, please go deal with that issue within the four walls of your bedroom. And under the roof that you live in, go deal with it there. Don't come and bring it into us and infiltrate your bad energy, your whack and weak energy to us, bro. We're tired, okay? If you're a bully and boo-hoo, bro, be a bully, but then go be a bully at home. Go be a bully, go bully yourself, bro. Like I said, if you're frustrated and you feel like punching, go punch the walls in your room. Uzlimaze, way.
Yeah, gosh, that's where I wanted you to go. You know
what I'm saying? If you feel like, I feel like hit yourself. Hey, Joe, you're frustrated. Oh, shy, yeah. You know, what's sick and tired, bro? It's that simple. If you're a bully, hit yourself. Then if it means you must hit something, hit yourself. It's that simple. Hit yourself. Take the hockey stick and hit yourself. Like we the thing is, there's so many, so it's very complex and there's millions of things we can say about this thing, but it's like no one speaks to the bully. And we are tired of this whole thing of like being empathetic to a bully. No, even if you were raised a certain way and it made you become like this, you don't have the right to belittle someone else because of how you were raised, because of how you're treated at home. No,
it's not
we
an excuse.
Do not care. I'm sorry, but we don't care. Because someone now is being hurt who never asked to be hurt. Yeah. And if it means that it's going to kill you, I'm sorry, bro, let it kill you alone.
That means the world is not for you, honestly.
But there's no way it's gonna kill another child. I'm sorry.
But please, to those bullies at that school who bullied that child, whatever consequences you go through, the minute you think, or even if your mind slips to this idea, why me? Remove it. Accept the consequences because that was your decision. And I hope that you face immediate action. I hope that the father of that child takes immediate action and you lose everything so you can understand that anything or everything that you've done, you made that choice, you made that decision. And if it just allows you, I hope that, and I would never hope bad on people, but I hope you go through enough that it teaches you to grow, because clearly you did not grow enough to understand how you hurt another person. And to you, it may be funny, but there are a lot of people today, they might smile. A lot of people wear masks. They might smile, but your impact affected them. And for them not to tell you doesn't mean you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
It just means you really got to them.
I don't mean to throw shade, but I don't think they might grow because they don't have parents who hold them accountable from what we've seen. So,
and then, another thing,
people around them who hold them accountable. Me, I don't know if I'm throwing shade, but it doesn't seem like there's people around them who are holding them accountable from what we have seen on the internet. Doesn't seem like there's people who are holding them accountable. They might, if they do stay the same, bro, next time you feel like hitting something, bro, go, like, I don't know, maybe hit yourself.
And another thing also, I also want to speak to the big bullies, people. The guys who are giving them that rugby opportunity, guys. If you want to condone these things, just think of the youth that you are building. Exactly. Such opportunities.
Think of the example.
I'm speaking to you, the rugby clubs and all of that. a player can be good.
Oh,
but
schools also.
schools
and
also.
schools also.
And all of that.
They don't let these.
Just realize what youth you are building. Even though you may not be affected, I'm gonna let you know this. You will have a grandchild one day who's going through the same thing because you let it slide, and it's gonna catch you.
Sensational.
It's gonna catch you.
That was well said.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching and stop bullying. We'll have the bullying hotline number.
Well, hotline numbers
in the description below and anything. Yeah.
Definitely like, subscribe.
Yes, and then
if you want to see yourself on this panel with the hosts, definitely fill up that Google form
or email us.
And while you're at it, think about getting the merch as well. Whether it's Felicia or it's Boyz Aloud, do yourself a favor and get the merch.
Yes, sir.